Hello, it's Paul over here at the cereal aisle, and I have another review, and this time I have the Transformers Pen. Many of you might have seen this online. Super, super cool. It is a transformer that turns into an actual functioning pen. A nub that comes off, and it writes. I didn't write on it because I just didn't want to write on this. And he actually transforms into a working, well, not working, but a figure. There's three versions of it. There is the Optimus Prime, which is Optimus Prime colors, and it looks exactly like Optimus Prime. I have the Nemesis Prime one, which is the black and it has the red here. And I got it because I have a ton of Optimus stuff, and I thought I would change it up a little bit. I like the black and the red. And then the third one is, I think it is actually Ultra Magnus, and it's all white, and I believe the windows here are blue. So those are your three. You have the classic Optimus red and blue, the black, and then the white. Here's a box he comes in. He sits right there, and he comes in robot mode. Nice little image of him and robot mode there. Robot mode, some cool poses you can get him into, and these are actually very realistic poses. You can easily get him into those. And the pen there on the side. Very cool. So yeah, this is him right here. The end of this is a pen. There's a cap to it, which actually stores a nub back here. So it is a functioning pen. It doesn't look like a pen. Like if you showed this to somebody, they know that it maybe not isn't a transformer, but they knew it isn't your normal pen. It's got like a bunch of like mechanical looking parts here, which I actually think are kind of cool. And one thing I didn't expect from this is holding it is actually very comfortable. There's a lot of room here for your thumb and your middle and forefinger. And it's not uncomfortable to write with. Now, I'm not saying you should write an essay with this, but if you're taking notes, if you have it near a telephone or your phone, your cell phone, you pick up something, gotta jot somebody down, you could actually use it. It is actually functional, and it's not bad to write with. Yeah, so I'm going to transform him here, and I'm just going to continue to talk about him as I transform him, maybe not necessarily showing exactly how to do it. But you split open him right here. And actually, I'm going to take out the first part. This part actually comes away. This is what the pen cap is, which is actually his blaster. There's the pen cap. And it's his classic blaster. Put that to the side. The first thing I notice about this figure is like all of the pieces feel, and the plastic feels like really good quality. It feels very, very high quality. It doesn't feel cheap. The screws, the notches, the joints, they all feel really nice. There is a lot of the transformation isn't necessarily anything to write home about. It's a lot of flipping open and closing panels. But there are some parts in it that are clever, some parts in it that'll make you go, oh, that's kind of cool. But it's not anything to write home about. It works, which is kind of I think that's probably the biggest compliment to give, is that it works. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's that when you see the Transformer figure, you don't expect to get it in a pen, but they do it well. And so yeah, you get him here like this. I actually haven't transformed him that much, so I might be a little rusty. And yeah, you can see basically what I'm doing most of the time here is just flipping out and untabbing things and flipping them around. And that's most of the transformation, is just doing things like that. It's not particularly complicated. It's just basically like anything, the first time you do it is probably the most difficult. Once you do it that first time, it's fine. So there's a part back here between his legs that you got to get. And let's see, how do you do this? Oh, there we go. And you can feel when things are in place. There's a nice, satisfying clicking sound when you get the things in the right spot, which is a really cool, actually, really, really easy transformation. This head is kind of in there. When you push it down, it gets kind of in there, and can be kind of hard to pull out. You just got, I have really big hands, so maybe some individuals out there with some smaller hands, and mine are kind of sweaty right now. Oh, there we go. Pull this head out. And make sure I close everything shut. Get his hands. And there he is. yeah, really, really good looking figure. Man, even just looking at him now, I'm impressed. I forgot how good he looks. Gonna turn him here to the side. He has really, really big, solid feet. They're big. They're not overly big, but the best part about him is they give him a really nice base, and they're ball jointed, so you can get him into all sorts of really, really cool positions. He does hold the blaster in his hand, so you can do all sorts of cool things with him. The skirt, all right, so he has a skirt here, which it does get into the way of like bending his leg and fully extending it. You basically just have to flip the skirt up a little bit. I'm not doing anything interesting with it, but I'll leave that up to other people to do. You can do all sorts of cool poses. Like he's all sorts of jointed. Like look at that leg movement, the feet, all sorts of movement. He's ball jointed here in the shoulder. The arms have a, like I guess it's a ratchet or just an up and down. The fists are like a small ball joint, and the head is also ball jointed. So like he's got all sorts of joints on him. You can do cool poses with him. So yeah, I'm not good at doing poses. That's what we're learning today. Let me grab another guy just to give you kind of, actually I have Legends Optimus Prime here. So this is actually a good size comparison to him. He's a little bit taller than him, maybe 2 or 3 heads taller than him. So there it is. Let me actually grab. Coming back here. Sorry about that. Grabbing MP10 Optimus. Let's move him back. Oh man. Let's move him back. So yeah, you can see how big he is in comparison. So not a big fella, not a big figure. Pretty small, but I like him quite a bit. For what he is, he's fantastic. So far as my rating, my grade for this guy. So first, I'm going to talk pure figure, not going to factor in any cost or anything like that. Just the figure itself, fantastic. Super cool idea, really well executed. I got to give him like an 8.5. Just fantastic, really cool. Love everything about him. Now we talk about the price. He is pretty pricey. He is probably, depending on where you get him from, anywhere from maybe 45 to 50. There may be shipping there or not, depending on where you get him from. This is only from Japan, so however you figure that in, whether that's a good deal or not, it's up to you. I'm not here to decide that. I have absolutely zero regrets for him. He looks great. Even at the small stature, he stands out. Great posability, and he's a freaking pen that works. So I do not regret it. I think that's not a steal, but I think that's a great price for him. If that's out of other people's price range, I totally understand, and would not hold it against people having a lesser opinion of the figure than I do. But for me, really cool figure. I think solid 8.5. Love the guy. Well, that's it for this time. If you guys have any comments, questions, want to berate me, whatever, just leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.